Hi everyone. Today is Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021. And today in math, we're going to work on using 10 frames to add. Using 10 frames to add. You're going to need your math workbook, pages 249 to 252. 249 to 252. So you're going to tear out 249 and 251. Okay? All right. So it looks like this. Looks like this. And at the bottom are the directions. Use red and yellow counters to model. There are 9 counters in the yellow 10 frame. So I'm going to come over here. Oops, and I need to get it said yellow, didn't it? I need to get yellow. Did it say yellow? Oops. Yeah, no, there are 9 counters. It doesn't matter which color, I guess. Okay. Oops. All right, so we have 9 counters in the top 10 frame. Okay, we have 9 red at the bottom 10 frame. Remember, this is a 10 frame because it has 10 sections or 10 squares. In the bottom 10 frame, we have 5 yellow counters. So we have 9 plus 5. To make this easy, we're going to think of how could we fill in this 10 frame to get a group of 10? Because it's really easy to add to 10. Because once you have your base 10, 10 plus 1 is 11. 10 plus 2 is 12. 10 plus 3 is 13. 10 plus 4 is 14. 10 plus 5 is 15. 10 plus 6 is 16. 10 plus 7 is 17. 10 plus 8 is 18. 10 plus 9 is 19. And 2 filled 10 frames are 20. So what we need to do is move this here to fill in this 10 frame. So right now we have 9 plus 5, but if I move the yellow here, if I move this up, now I don't have 9 plus 5 anymore. I have 10 plus 4. Okay? I didn't add any or take any away. I just moved them around. So I still have the same number. So 9 plus 5 is 14. We can think of 9 plus 5 as 10 plus 4 because we moved a counter up 1 to fill in the 10. So we did have 9 plus 5. We just moved it up 1 to make it a group of 10 because it's so easy. When you can find a group of 10, it's so easy to do math. So now we have 10 plus 4 is 14. Okay? All right, let's move on to the next page. Maybe, I thought. Okay, we're going to make it a little bigger. Okay. You can make a 10 to help you add. 9 red plus 2 yellow. 9 plus 2. Okay, let's just move a yellow and fill in the 10 frame. And now we don't have 9 plus 2 anymore. Now we have 10 plus 1. 10 plus 1 is easy, 11. So 9 plus 2 is 11 also. Because we could have counted 9 red, 10, 11. We had 11 counters. 9 plus 2 was 11. We didn't sit here and say 1, 2, 3, 4. We didn't do that. All we did was move a yellow up to the first 10 frame to make a group of 10. So instead of 9 plus 2, now we have 10 plus 1. So 10 plus 1 is 11, so 9 plus 2 is 11. So if you can think of a group of 10, make a group of 10 first. It really helps you add. Okay? Here we have 7 counters plus 5 counters. 7 plus 5. If we move these up here, so we cross these out, now we don't have 7, now we have a 10 frame filled in, 10 with 2 left over, so we're going to put a 2 in the square, 10 plus 2 left over, a 10 frame plus 2 is 12, so 7 plus 5 is also 12. Because we didn't take any away or add any, all we did was move some. So we started with 7 plus 5, that answers 12. All we did is make it easier and make a group of 10. Okay? This one is 8 here plus 7 here. We're going to move these 2 up here. So we're going to take those away because we moved them. So now instead of 8, we have a 10 frame. We have 10 plus 5. So 10 plus 5, write a 5 there, is 15. So 8 plus 7 was 15. Because we didn't take any away or add any, we just moved. So if you just move something, your answer is going to be the same. So 10 plus 5 is 15. So 8 plus 7 is 15. Why is it helpful to make a 10 on a 10 frame when finding sums greater than 10? Once you have that base 10, it's very easy to add on to 10. 10 plus 1, 11. 10 plus 2, 12. 10 plus 3, 13. 10 plus 4, 14. That's very, very easy, so that's why. It makes it so much easier. Okay. Now we're going to be on page 251. 251. So now we have 9 plus 3. 9 plus 3. We want to fill in a 10 frame, so we're going to move this one here. So now we don't have 9 anymore, we have 10. Cross this off because it's now up here. So now we have 10 with 2 left over. So 10 plus 2 is 12. So 9 plus 3 was also 12. Okay? I want you to try number 4 on your own. So pause me, do number 4, and then bring me back, and we'll see how you did. Okay, so we moved these here. So we're getting rid of those. So now we have 10 plus 1 is 11. So 7 plus 4 was, or is, 11. If you got that right, I want you to do me a favor and go whoop, whoop, and give yourself a great big pat on the back. Good job. Okay? Now, this is a little different because we do not have counters. You can still use counters or pieces of cereal, and you can lay out 9 and then 6, okay? If we lay out 9 and 6, we can still move the manipulatives to make a group of 10. So what we would do here is, So 10 is 1 more than 9, right? So we took away 1 from the 6 and we moved it to 9 to get the 10. So if we took away 1 from the 6 and moved it up to the 10 frame, now we don't have 6, we have 5. I'll say that again. If we had 9 counters at plus 6, we want to fill that 10 frame. So we're going to move 1 from the 6 and give it to the 9 to make a 10. So we have 6 minus 1 equals 5. So 10 plus 5 is 15. And 9 plus 6 was 15 as well. Okay? 8 plus 5, 10 plus what? So in order to get to 10 from 8, we need 2. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take 2 of these 5, move them up to the 8 so that we have a group of 10. We took 2 away from 5, well, we moved it up, so that leaves us with 3. So 10 plus 3 is 13. 8 plus 5 is 13. So all we did was try to think of a group of 10. We're making 8 plus 5 into 10 plus 3. We took 2 away from here, gave it to the 8 to make a 10. What's left? 10 plus 3 is 13. So 8 plus 5 is 13. Okay? 8 and 4. We need to make the 8 into a 10. So 8 plus 2 is 10. So to fill in our 10 frame, we're going to take 2 and give them to the 8 to make a group of 10. 4 minus 2 is 2. So we took 2 away from the 4, moved it to the 8. So we still have 8 plus 4, only we're rearranging it so we can think easier. So we have a 10 frame now, plus 2 is 12. So 8 plus 4 is 12. So we're thinking of 8 plus 4 in a different way. We're thinking, oh, if I take 2 from the 4, give it to the 8, that's a 10. I took 2 away from the 4, so there's 2 left. So 10 plus 2 is 12. Okay, I want you to try number 8. You're going to take some away from here, give it to the 7 to make a 10. So you need to think, what plus 7 equals 10? If you have 7 in a 10 frame, how many of these do you need to move up to fill that 10? Seven plus what is 10? Yep, 7 plus 3. So we're going to take 3 away from the 6, give them to the 7 to make a group of 10. So 6 minus 3 is 3. So 10 plus 3 is 13, and 7 plus 6 is 13. Okay, now we're going to flip that over to the back. I want to just make sure that I didn't skip a page. I don't think I did, but... Okay, 251. 252. Okay. Don has 8 goldfish. Remember that we underline what we know. Don has 8 goldfish. He gets 5 more. How many goldfish does he have now? So 8 plus 5. Well, we could count on our fingers, but if we move some of this group and give it to the 8 to make a 10, 8 plus what equals 10? 8, 9, 10. 2. 8 plus 2 equals 10. So we need to move 2 out of this 5 up to the 8 to make the 10. So 5 minus 2 is 3. So 10 plus 3 is 13. 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 goldfish. Six pigs are in the mud. 5 more join them. How many pigs are in the mud? So we have 6 plus 5. We're going to make a 10. So 6 plus what equals 10? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4. 6 plus 4 equals 10. So we need to move 4 out of the 5 and give it to the 6 to get our 10 frame. So we're taking away 4 from the 5. 5 minus 4 equals 1. So 10 plus 1 is 11. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 pigs. Explain how to make a 10 to add using 10 frames. Okay. You're going to write what I write. You move counters from, that was a spelling word, you move counters from the bottom group to give to the top group to make a group of 10. That's all I'm going to have you write, but that's not all there is to it. But if you get that written first, go ahead and copy this, pause me and copy this, and then we'll talk more about that, okay? Because it's really hard to explain and you have a lot of writing. So write this and then we'll just talk about the rest, because that's not all of it. So pause me and get that written and then bring me back. Okay, so after you move the counters from the bottom group to give to the top group to make a group of 10, then you're going to add the 10 plus what you have left. What you have left after you've taken away from the bottom group. So whatever's left in the bottom group, you're going to add to your group of 10. Because anytime you can make a group of 10, 10 is easy to add to. So that's why we can think of math this way. Instead of 8 plus 5, we can say, oh, let's make a group of 10. So if I take 2 away from the 5, give it to the 8, that's a group of 10. I have 3 left on the bottom, so 10 plus 3 is 13. Okay? All right, so there was more to that than that, but it would have taken you forever to write all that, and there's not enough room. So we move the counters, or we take away from the bottom to give to the top 10 frame, and then we have a group of 10, and then we can just add what's left over. Okay, and that was math for today. There's one more homework sheet that if you want to do for practice, you can. You do not have to upload anything on math today because we did it all together because it was kind of hard. Okay? All right. So thanks for sticking in there, and good job, and we will see you soon. Goodbye.